Good evening, everyone. I'm Kamen Enchev. We're continuing our previews of Sunbelt teams today with ULM. The Warhawks finished 3-5 in conference and 4-8 overall in 2014. ULM finished tied for 7th in the Sunbelt last year and are picked to be 7th this year. Even though they lost to A-State by 14, the Warhawks had 8 games decided by 7 points or less, and Coach Barry thinks his team is ready to take the next step this year.
We opened up the first 3 ball games of the season, won basically on the last play of the game, and then the last 6 games of the season, we lost on the last play of the game, and it was that close. And I think one of the things that it did for us was it drove us through this offseason. And I'm really excited about this team. I've been very unapologetic about saying it. I think this is the best team that we've had since we've been there.
From the Sun Belt to the SEC, Tennessee has traditionally been a powerhouse, but has struggled the last few years, but expectations are high for the Volunteers to return near the top. Tennessee's picked to finish 2nd in the SEC East and receive the 7th most votes to win the SEC. One of the main reasons is junior dual-threat quarterback Josh Dobbs, who now has a talented group of youngsters around him.
The expectations are a little bit different than what we've had in the past, but again, that's what you want. That's why these players came to the University of Tennessee. You want to be part of a program that has very high expectations. We still have a number of unproven areas within our football team. We're going to have to rely on a lot of true freshmen to play important key roles in this season.
On the golf, Jonesboro's Austin Cook shot a 3rd round 69 at the Canadian Open. He's 9 under and tied for 16th right now. Cook wasn't shown on TV today, but Canadian David Hearn got plenty of airtime. Is on the 7th hole. Hearn going for a long birdie putt right here, and he would sink it. Hearn's 15 under and the leader after 3 rounds. Jason Day's 13 under and 2 shots back, and so is world number 3 Bubba Watson, who makes a nice eagle putt right there. Final round play will be televised on CBS at 2 p.m. tomorrow. To baseball, the Cardinals are taking on former starting pitcher Shelby Miller, who was involved in the Jason Hayward trade this past offseason. The trades worked out well for both teams. Miller is 5-6, but has a 2.33 ERA, while Hayward is hitting .283 with 9 home runs and 33 RBI, while providing some great defense as well. Miller's taking on Carlos Martinez. This game just started, and the Braves and Cards are scoreless in the first inning. On the Senior Legion State Championship baseball, Blytheville's season comes to an end after an 8-4 loss against Fort Smith. The Jonesboro Ricemen are losing to Bryant 4-1 in the 5th inning. We'll have the final scores tonight at 10. And in soccer, Team USA taking on Panama in the Gold Cup 3rd place game. 70th minute, U.S. down 1-0, and the captain Michael Bradley with a nice long ball to DeAndre Yedlin, who lays it off to Clint Dempsey, and he finishes to tie the game at 1. Dempsey's 7th goal of the Gold Cup is the most in the tournament. The game would head to PKs, tied at 2, and Panama's goalie makes a great save against Michael Bradley right there. Panama scores to make it 3-2. Then DeMarcus Beasley playing in possibly his last USA game, and his PK is saved too. Panama wins 3-2 in penalty kicks. The USA finishes 4th. Tough loss to watch, but you know, for Panama, Definitely. They had that heartbreaker against Mexico that probably wasn't fair, so good for them. Another note in baseball, Cole Hamels throws a no-hitter against the Cubs, so we might have those highlights tonight at 10.
Okay, sounds good. Well, thanks, Kamen, and stay with us. We'll be right back.